Welcome to the Streamin' with Keegan interviews with your host, Keegan.
Hey guys, and welcome to Streamin' with Keegan. I am interviewing a very special guest, James Allan Stellar. Hi.
Hey, how you doing, Keegan? Thank you for having me on today.
Of course. I pinged everyone and let everyone know that the stream was happening. Might be a little while before people come through.
Oh, I stream. I'm used to it. People roll in when they want to. It's all good.
Yeah. Hey, Ears and Tails, welcome. Glad to have you here.
Hey, Ears and Tails, good to see you.
All right. I'm really excited about this interview. I'm looking forward to talking to you about a lot of these questions I have.
Awesome.
And you know what? Before we continue, I'm gonna play. I'm just gonna play your the rest of your music idly in the background because that's how I do these streams.
Okay, cool.
I play the guests' music in the background while we talk. I do like your stream style too, where you are talking to the guest and talking about each song after listening to them live. I want to do something like that in the future because I like that exposure. But for now, this is just how I roll till I read.
I mean, all formats are entertaining.
That's fair.
As long as you're entertaining, that's all that really matters.
That's fair. So we can get right in onto the questions. So I have questions for 5 categories. One being marketing related, the other being music related, technical questions, and artist trivia, as well as just questions more existential, like how did you get here? Where do you want to be in the future? Some of these questions are pre-written. Others are more personal questions, and of course, depending on the tangents we go on, we could do all kinds of improv questions. It's really it's really up in the air. But this is, as far as the scripted questions I have written down here, we'll start with the marketing questions. As indie musicians, we're our own labels and marketing team. These questions might help you broaden your influence and will help us to find you. The first question here is, where can people listen to your music?
We are on almost all streaming services. We're at Bandcamp, all the streaming services. Pretty much if you put Clismic in there, we're gonna be like the third thing down.
Cool. Are there any other bands named Clismic I should know about?
In 2020, this person, because I found this searching for myself. I was like, who the frick is this? And in 2020, this guy started this electronic band called Clismic in UK.
Interesting.
And he didn't have any of the sites or anything registered, and mine's from 2009. But I just we went on pause for a long time.
You're the first result for me on YouTube Music anyway.
Yes. Good to hear. That's how it should be, because we were here first. But
yeah.
Anyway, regardless, I thought about reaching out to him and be like, hey, I'm claiming this name, but it's been mine for I actually, even on the internet, there's a, if you search hard, you'll find some songs written by Clismic in 2009 somewhere on the internet. They were there on a site that used to stream music before Spotify and all that.
Wow.
And and you'll find some very poorly made music there. And it is, but regardless, I was thinking about reaching out to him and being like, hey, I'm gonna use this name.
Hey, sorry, Snare Mori's in the house. Shout out to YouTube.
Mori.
Shout out to YouTube Music. Hell yeah. No. Fellow YouTube music enjoyer. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Hey, no, by all means, interrupt. Sure show.
It's all about you. It's all about you.
So anyway, I already forgot what we were talking about.
You're talking about your music on this old platform before Spotify.
So I was gonna reach out to this other Clismic, and then I was like, you know what? He's a British electronic musician that has 0 people listening to it. and I'm like an American rock artist. I'm like, I don't think there's going to be any crossover that we need to worry about. Like, people aren't going to go, oh, I like that Klizmic song. Let me go search for Klizmic and find this electronic song and be like, oh, that's what? Like, you're going to know. Like, we don't even sound alike at all.
Yeah. It's funny too because sometimes people don't register with YouTube Music, so I will get like 2 artists with the same name with radically different styles. Like I know 2 musicians. I know one musician who makes a bunch of like, it's hard to describe their music, but it's like it's an indie artist who I discovered named Calypso, and there's another Calypso musician who likes completely I don't remember. He doesn't even speak English, and he makes like R&B style, while the other one is more punk. And it's like YouTube Music has these 2 songs mashed together as if it's one artist because it's
the same artist. Yeah.
Weird.
Well,
shit.
That's a problem with naming your band.
Hey, Angel, welcome.
Hi, Angel. How you doing? Is this the Angel that had that really cool video I saw the other day?
Is it? She makes like she makes like these videos where she kind of uses AI to.
Yep, she does the rotoscoping AI stuff.
Yeah, rotoscoping AI.
I was gonna ask you on that if that's what you did, but I didn't want to I don't like to put anything that could be considered controversial into people's comments on their art.
Yeah.
So,
I think I apologize too if I assumed, but I think you said you used AI, but I apologize if I assumed. I think.
Regardless, I thought that was awesome. I do that with videos as well. Or I did. I'm onto a new thing, but I was doing that with AI and doing yours looked really awesome, but yeah, mine's flickery. But yeah. Totally, that's super cool, Angel, if that is in fact you. I can't see chat, and I didn't bring it up. I got security cameras up. I'm watching for baby chickens to return. Hoping to see some chickens return.
Yes.
I won't leave, don't worry, I'll just get excited.
Okay.
Of course.
Hey, I redid this song that we're listening to right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're actually, my producer drummer, Jason, is... mixing.
I was gonna ask.
Doing all that crap to it right now.
I was gonna ask you the name. I know you have like another band member. I was gonna ask his name because I didn't want to be rude. Jason.
Jason Glenn Jones.
I'll have to memorize that because I know you're a duo and he's the other half.
Yeah, he's the silent half. He's the one that doesn't really like he came on stream while I was on vacation, but he didn't talk much. He's not a talker.
That's valid.
I say that, but then we spent 90-something minutes on the phone talking about a football game. So he can talk, he doesn't want to talk to most people.
That's fair. That's valid. A selective introvert. I get it. I'm one of those people too. There's no way in hell I would have been able to make all of these amazing friends anywhere else but online. I'm just not that kind of person. I don't go up to people and talk to them.
Well, it kind of helps you see if these people are like you or not early before you go in to make that relationship. Sit there and you have this very distant where you just touch them with a few words every once in a while and vice versa, and then eventually you're like, hey, I want to know that person better.
You're not committing a lot of you're not revealing too much of yourself if you're not uncomfortable. Hey, Ty Grail. Been a while since I've seen you around here.
Hello, Ty Grail. Don't know you, but hi.
Okay, this is another reason. This is kind of another reason why I like to. I wanted to have this interview. I mean, you interviewed me, and I wanted to return the favor. That's one reason. But another reason is, I don't know if you like the word. I don't know if you like the word community leader, but I think.
I like those words individually.
I mean, I consider streamers like us. I'm not trying to sound like, I guess, grandiose or like we deserve these platforms that we have. It's more like we kind of both have like these focal points where people congregate and meet new people around our streams. I was inspired to do that from a previous streamer who goes by Outlier, formerly known as Rich Av Preem.
I know Preem.
Yeah. You've spoken with him before, and needless to say, Ty Grail is kind of from that old community with
Nice.
Preem and myself. And I don't know. I think it's nice to merging these different communities because I don't know. I like that's even though I'm an introvert, I like making people meet each other. You know.
That's no. I feel you.
Yeah.
The
community nexus. I like that. Years.
My streams are 100% community based. I mean, that's the whole idea of them is to be like I'm not so much trying to introduce indie music to non-artists. Like what I'm doing is trying to more just let's just all celebrate here and have fun. We like each other's music. Why not just fucking listen to it? And God, I shouldn't be cussing, right? YouTube.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I cuss all the time. It's fine.
I'll still watch my mouth.
Okay.
Anyway, like it really is just about the community and being like. I really, and we all like the same crap. Like, and I'm not talking about music.
Yeah.
We're all like, we all, we all kind of like have these same little mental things going on, and we're all trying to do the same thing, and we all love art. So why don't we just all hang out?
Yeah.
And so that's more what I'm trying to create is just a place for us to party. Like,
I love that.
We got all of these streamers that are trying to reach. Are trying to push the indie music out to fans. To fans that are not artists. We have streamers that are doing reviews, we have people covering all these areas. So I thought, why not cover an area? Like, why not just go and embrace a different thing? And that's just, hey, this is where we go to party and have fun and make lore and laughs.
I love that. I try to be that place myself. I kind of do a mixture of a lot of things. I don't usually do reviews. That's not usually the way I roll. But I do reviews when people ask, but I don't feel like I'm qualified in any respects to be an objective reviewer.
That's how I feel when people ask me to review things. I'm like, I'm not a.
Yeah. I mean, I have opinions, but at the same time, I kind of have a mixed relationship with reviewers. I think they're good and they're necessary, but it's also like you can't really fully 100% rely on a stranger's opinion about your own art.
Well, this is the thing I'm thinking, like, if you want to truthfully, like, I don't send songs to those things to actually be reviewed because my songs are done. Like, I can't, they're not going to change. They are what they are at this point. I do it just for the fun, because I like to hear people say, hey, I like that, and shit like that, like, it's all just to feel good about it.
Yeah.
And if you are truthfully using those reviewers as you should, you would send it to multiple. Like, you have a song that you're working on, you would send it to like 5 reviewers in a week, get all their different opinions, and then take that back and be like, okay, where can I go with this?
Yeah,
any one reviewer is just going to be the opinion of the music they like, and that's true. Like, they're not. Most of them aren't. Even if they're addressing it from like an engineering standpoint, they're still doing it from an engineering standpoint from the music they listen to. But you should hit all those people, get your reviews, and then take it back because none of them are right. They're all just ideas.
Exactly. No, I like that outlook. That's why I say there's a time and a place for reviews, and I think it's just important to remember that at the end of the day, it's all that they are is opinions from other people that you can give, that you can choose to follow or not.
Right.
But they could, give you more ideas that you haven't considered, and you can decide whether or not you like them and incorporate them. And I like that. Yeah. Let's move on to the next question. When I say this this is another question. What's the primary platform for your music? And when I ask that question, I mean, like, where would you prefer people listen to your music, and where would people get the best idea of what you are, like your project, your art? I guess.
Okay, so if we're gonna go to the place where I most want people to listen, I don't care. We don't get that many listens.
Fair enough.
We don't get that many listens, so wherever you want, I don't care.
That's fair.
I guess maybe follow up on that. Maybe YouTube, since I'm kind of pushing like streaming to YouTube.
Yeah.
At this point, maybe give me some more YouTube activity.
I feel that I'm the same way. I'm the exact same way. Mainly because, and I will say kind of what I'll explain kind of what I mean by this question when I say my priority is YouTube. I want people to listen to me on YouTube because it doesn't just have my music. It has my music videos. It has streams like this, shorts. It's for all kinds of different content, and it's the best way to see me as a creator, I think.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing. Before I was just a musician, this becoming a creator thing kind of came about like a year ago. I was just like, hey, I'm gonna start creating shit all over the place, you know, because I was like, I was thinking about why I create music, and I'm like, because it's fun. I'm like, well, is all this other stuff. Why do I have to put out an album a year? Who cares? You know? And then I just started going like, I'm one of like, I like to put time to art every night. You know, like or I don't like to. I do it because it is I'm bored video games. I'm bored of TV. You know, like I'm getting older. I've been watching TV and playing video games since I was a little kid. You know, and just like, and that's a long time. I mean, you're saying right when you're 25. I've been doing it, you know, like 40 years, more than 40 years playing video games and watching TV.
Wow.
Like, yeah, come on. Is it time wasted? Probably. But more importantly, everything's repeating. It's all real boring. You know, fair. Like I'm not ever surprised anymore. And so I was like, where am I surprised? Well, when I'm creating shit. So I've kind of just made it every night. And I was getting tired of like making songs all the time, you know, like because I'm a musician, and I've put a lot of my life into writing music and learning to write music and all that crap. But I'm not gonna ever, like, in my opinion, I'm never gonna create, like, I'm never gonna be Pink Floyd or, you know, anything like that. Like, I put enough time into it at this point that my music's just gonna be my music. And I'm like, why don't I explore these other art forms? So that's like, and even streaming's part of that, you know. I'm like, I'm gonna see if I can do this, you know, see what this feels like, and it obviously felt good because I kept doing it. I did it once for a Bandcamp Friday for, you know, only the host, and then from there I was like, hey, I'm gonna do this every week.
No, I remember that stream. I remember when I remember joining your first test stream with the podium and everything. I was like, oh, this is different.
Well, I do things different. Like, to prepare for a test stream. To prepare for a test stream, I built a podium and a green screen room.
Built the podium. Oh my god.
Yeah, that shows you how, like, I guess I built most of the green screen room for to shoot a video that I ended up deleting, and I left it up, and then I made it even bigger for this game show thing I had an idea for. Yeah, I built the podium. I've built things that would. I wouldn't say I go like 110%, but I am, anything I do, I'm obsessed. It's more of a psychological thing. If I'm doing it, I'm not. There's no. It's full throttle. Like I'm gonna find ways to make it. If I see something I like in another stream, or especially I've been watching bigger streams, and they're kind of not that great, just so you know. I don't really like larger streams, you know, where they have like 1,000 people in there, and you're like, they're not really participating anymore.
No, I have the same opinions. Like, I feel like watching large streamers is very overrated. It basically, there's like no point, because it's not, at this point, you could just be watching a recorded VOD and it would make no difference, because the only way
they're just talking.
Yeah, they're just talking and referring to you as an amalgamation chat.
Yeah.
Like a like a fucking super organism.
I like saying people's names. It's fun. I like saying them wrong. But I like that. That's part of what makes it so great, is the interactivity. I couldn't do it. Like, I get that they're like, oh, we're making, you know, $1 million or whatever, but it doesn't. It's not fun anymore.
I like that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So the next question.
I don't even know if I answered the original question.
I don't know if you did either, but I don't remember, and it's fine. I'm sure you did, and then it just kind of spiraled out into a tangent, which is I'm here for. I love
that. Works.
Means we're enjoying ourselves. Means we're having fun. I honestly prefer these long tangents than like short answers where I'm like, okay, next question. And it's like, how do you feel about blah 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 blah? Blah. Okay, and so it's like, I'm like, you know, like the chemistry just isn't always there with certain people, you know. So I'm actually glad these tangents exist. It's cool.
Well, this is why I also thought, hey, I think I like streaming is because everybody seems to like it when I just start rambling, which is what my brain is doing if it's not coming out of my mouth, and it's kind of relieving.
Right.
So I'm like, I get to get up here for 2 hours a day, or 2 hours a week, and be like, okay.
No, I feel you 100%.
And they're cheering at the stupid shit coming out of my mouth? Okay. I'll take it.
Oh, I love that. No, I'm the same way. I'm the exact same way. The next question here is, and this is actually a question this is a scripted question, but I actually am curious about it. Do you perform live or ever plan to perform live in the future?
I will not ever be performing live again.
That means you have. Okay.
I have. In the early 2000s, I was in multiple bands. Starting in 2001, right around the time you might have heard of a little thing happen called 9/11.
Oh,
and that's
shit.
That's when my band Opportune Inebriation formed.
I mean, what a time to make punk, politically or conscious punk music, right?
Yeah, and it was a punk band. You were correct.
Yeah. No.
And then I was in many of named bands between that, and then I eventually moved to Manhattan, Kansas, and formed a band called the Glory Pit of Hell.
Ah, okay.
And I was that band for a long time. We performed live we were constantly, the bar has since been torn down, but it was a place called PJ's. We played there a lot. We hosted 2 festivals. And called Aggie Fest, which they still do today. We hosted the first and second one, and they still do those today, 20 years later.
Nice.
It's way bigger now. We don't. They would never let us play it. Anyway, and then after that band broke up, when I moved back to Kansas City, Jonesy and I are like, Jonesy is like, hey, maybe we should form a band with no one else in it. Maybe that's the key to success.
And Klizmik was born, right?
We formed Klizmik, and it was the key. The success of making art without having the frustration of a bassist that feels like they don't get enough attention, or a singer that, I mean, I did most of the singing, but we had many singers before I became the singer. Not Klizmik, but many singers before I became the singer of Glory Pit.
Right.
We had a bunch of different singers because I wasn't comfortable playing guitar and singing. And man, singers are bitches. And I'm sorry if there's any singers out there, but my God, you're bitches. And I know this because I'm a singer. So anyway, and I became a little diva too. I don't know why. When I was in the punk band, I was such a diva. I think back to that and hate it. And like, yeah, but whatever. It was who I was. It worked.
Hey, Linderman, welcome.
Hi, Linderman.
Hi.
I was a different person though, because I was called Alan Alpha then, and Jonesy was called Glenn Omega. But now we're different characters now. So anyway, yeah, I did play live a lot.
All right.
In costume.
In costume? Ooh, okay, cool.
There was a lot of costumes. There was one time there was a lot of blood.
Okay.
I had to have a big 6'4" tall guy named Jim with bald hair, Taekwondo guy, always standing next to the stage of every show because people wanted to hurt me.
Oh my God! Wow, really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I was in a conservative town, and I was very anti-conservative.
Oh God.
hey! Don't worry, conservatives. I'm kind of anti all political people, but but conservatives take it a little harder when you say you're anti-political. So anyway, Joe, it's all right. You'll be all right. Yeah, they didn't like it. I'd be wearing like my NoFX Not My Bush shirt and stuff like that. They hated it. Oh, they'd be like, "Fuck you," and I'd be like, "Hey, fuck you." I can barely hear you because.
Why?
So, yeah.
Why do that? Then it always blows my mind. Why are you coming then, right?
So we had a 4th of July show, and it was funny. We had they wanted to be at the bar. That's why they go there. They didn't know this band was going to come on. They weren't coming to see us.
Okay.
The people that were coming to see us were awesome.
4th of July. Yeah, I could see why. I could see why that could potentially be have have some problems. Yeah.
There were a lot of people getting upset, but the funniest one was my guitarist
Hey,
mom
Abstract,
and dad.
welcome. Sorry.
Hi, Abstract. My guitarist mom and dad were up there, and they started screaming at us that when we became adults, which we were already adults, they were like, when you became adult, you'll understand why you need to be a Republican. And I said, when you become an adult, you need to understand. I said, when you become an adult, you'll understand that you shouldn't fucking talk at people's concerts. And he started cracking up, and they walked off.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I love that.
I thought he was gonna kill me. I was like, I was reacting, but apparently he was like, no, you're playing who you're supposed to be. So. Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, dude, I could never handle that. Holy shit. All
yeah,
right.
hey, don't tell me your political beliefs when I'm on stage. If you expect to react, if you don't want a reaction, like, shut up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. No.
I'm here to perform. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, Abstract, good to see you. I can't see chat, but I know you're there, and it makes me feel special.
You know, you could probably, I don't know if you have the stream open. You could maybe have it look at it on your phone or something if you want. You don't have to.
I could. I have the cameras all up, like I said, watching for some baby chickens.
Right. Gotcha.
Let's go with this next question, though. I kept interrupting you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Let's see. Oh yeah. Where and how do you promote your music?
I don't really. I will. So basically, when I have a new song, I'll submit to streams just so all my friends hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it's kind of like I don't really mention it again.
That's fair. I kind of do the same thing. I do. Yeah. I go through the rounds of Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Oh yeah, I put Facebook. The one post. Yeah.
I'll make like a visualizer for it, and then after it's done, I'll be like, "Hey, it's out there." But after that, I never talk about it again. You know?
Yeah. See, because I
probably should, because every old release is new to someone else, and I've heard that said multiple times. But I never think about it.
My thought is, if I continually am creating art like I am, whether it be music or, videos or whatever, if someone likes something, they will probably go back and check out the rest.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to become rich here, I just want, if someone's actually interested, I want to. Like, we have this person that started coming to our streams not too long ago, and that's probably the best promotion at this point. My streams are up a little because of that, of like my music, but well, we had this person that recently started following us on YouTube and comes to all the shows on YouTube, named Robin. And Robin went through and is like commented on all the videos and liked all the stuff. I'm like, so I think that if they find you somehow, if us as content creators, if they find you somehow, I don't know if you hate that name or not, but
I don't mind. Yeah. Yeah,
if they find, a lot of people seem to be like, musicians seem to be hate to be called content creators, but I'm like, hey, create fucking content. Anyway, that one thing can make them find the rest of your stuff. So I'm like, that's my promo now. Just like, I don't feel like I have to promote the old stuff.
That's fine. That's valid, actually.
Just so long as I'm always promoting one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm promoting a song or a stream or something, I'm always promoting something. So
yeah, I just can't handle I just can't handle more than one thing at a time. It just feels like, when would be an appropriate time to mention an old song that I made? And I feel like I need an excuse to promote something old. That, and I don't necessarily care for a lot of my old stuff as much as I used to. So it's like, whatever.
That's just you. I love my stuff.
Hey, that's dope. I love that for you.
I put every ounce of my heart. I put every ounce of my heart into it, and it's like, I can tell. Like, even if I'm like, oh, I could have done that better, I can still tell that I did. So
yeah, I can appreciate my art in that respect too, I should say. I don't hate my old stuff. It's more just like, logistically speaking, I'm like, oh, the mix was horrible. I could have done way better.
Oh yeah, no, I feel you on that. Like,
which is why
after we've got like 20 years experience now in mixing. Like, I can really tell the difference on our music over the past 20 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, merch. Let's see.
box.
Yeah, I made sure to add these to the queue, even though they aren't technically registered with your artist.
But I mean, I'm on this.
Yes, you are on this, so am I.
Because this is Yumi and Abstract.
Yeah. I made sure to include Clismic X Abstract.
Nice.
I will have questions about these songs later in this list of questions, but they're not yet.
Alright, cool.
Let's see. Where are we? Okay, this is the next question. How did you come up with your name and logo? Less so your logo, more your name. I don't know if you have a distinct logo, but you do.
We don't have a distinct logo. We have multiple.
Yeah.
So, the name, Jason and I love coming. This one was actually, Jason came up with it. And it was almost always, in the like 20 bands we were in, I named 19 of them. But he named our most popular one, Clismic. So he was just like, hey, we're just sitting there and we were probably smoking or something. And he was just like, and he said, hey, what about just the end of, like cataclysmic, but Clismic? Like Clismic? And I was like, okay, let me look the word up and let me look and see if there's any other bands named that. And I looked the word up and it said to clean spiritually, and I'm like, holy shit, that's a perfect name. And we just became it. Like it was just kind of a weird thing. It was out of the blue, too. It wasn't like, I don't even think we were naming the band at that point. We could have just been watching TV, but yeah. We had been thinking for a long time of a new name because Glory Pit of Hell was a pretty popular name. Yeah. And that was our punk project. And that one, like, people really dug that. And that name, like, if you, like, it was just, no one else was named that. It was a good name.
Right. Yeah.
It was a silly name and it wasn't like taken for sure. And,
yeah, I mean, I was, when you said Clismic, I was like, okay, yeah, cataclysmic. I totally, yeah.
Yeah. But it means spiritual to cleanse, and we thought that is all of our music is pretty much boils down to mental health, like dealing with life, with your different mental things. Like every single one of their songs pretty much comes back to that.
That's so cool. I didn't even know it meant that. That's awesome. Yeah,
it's just the sadder it sounds, the more likely it is. A lot of it's about dealing with like depression and stuff like that, depression, anxiety, stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
I just don't like talking about those things directly because there's enough songs talking about it directly, so that's where all the lore comes from. We're like, hey, let's make it stories. You can get it there.
Yeah, and I like that. I am going to ask you about your lore, but that again is later down the.
Hey, that's fine, man.
Let's see. This is a question I have, and you kind of answered that, but I'm gonna ask it like I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
Do you have or intend to have merch?
We do have merch at our website, and then we also have merch. So I'm trying to move stuff over to Printify, and so we have stream merch there, and everything there was 100% created by me. That's why it's all there. Whereas the old merch stuff, we had AI assistance, and so I'm trying to pull away from that. So we do have a Clismic apparel, which only has one Clismic shirt on it currently.
I have another question.
Yeah. Is that the type of merch you're talking about?
It's related to rubber. It's related to merch. Do you sell rubber ducks? And if so, and if not, you should.
Oh my God, those are at Printify, aren't they?
Are they? I don't know, but I think you should.
I actually think they have rubber ducks. Let's look. Oh my gosh, why are you not my merch person? That's a great idea. I'm pretty sure they have rubber ducks.
Like those rubber ducks with mohawks, for example.
That's genius.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean,
we gotta.
Your whole. I mean, you have like rubber duck emotes,
Look. Okay, look. I'm not I'm not like, there's too many things to think about. I don't even consider stuff like that. Like, people come up with stuff and they're like, you should have a banner at the bottom of your screen. And I'm like, and then I see it in a different show and I'm like, oh, that's what they mean. Like, I just don't even think about this stuff.
No, yeah. I'm glad I told you about it then.
You're making me look at the catalog because I could have sworn I saw ducks, and I don't even know I didn't think of that.
I've been sitting on that one for a while. Part of it was because I went to the UK like a month or two ago, and for some reason, especially in Scotland, they love selling rubber ducks, and I was like, you know what? I could see James selling rubber ducks.
All right, let's see. I typed duck in here. It doesn't look like maybe it's a different site I sold it on. Jeez. Yeah, it's hockey pucks, but no rubber ducks.
Interesting.
All right, well, that's just a printify. I'm sure this is a great idea.
Cool, yeah. I mean, I totally could see a line of Mohawk ducks, like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, Abstract says this is the only song my wife has downloaded on her phone. Is this, you mean Artificial Breath?
Are you serious?
You mean Artificial Breath, Abstract? I don't remember.
Your wife downloaded this?
I don't know which one you, I don't know which song you were talking about. I don't know when you sent this. I was kind of distracted. Is it Artificial Breath?
Or the song before, which I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I could check the queue. In the Dark, or Squeaker Box, or It Figures, or Another Disconnection. But I don't know how long ago you sent that.
Abstract, you'll have to let us know because absolutely that's like a super cool thing, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it when people's wives download one song into their phone and it's mine. That's amazing.
Squeaker Box. Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah. That song's great. And she came up with the idea, so it makes sense why she would download that one. And that's not as cool as a compliment because she did it for you, most likely. So anyway.
She did? She came up with the idea?
Yeah. That's why she downloaded it. It has nothing to do with it. We're not that cool.
All right. Let's see. Okay, here's another question. Do you have a centralized place to link all things you?
Yes, I do. Clismicband.com.
Hell yeah, you could check that out on the website that I have linked as a QR code right over there. Right under.
Yeah, our site is cool, and it's, I mean, in my opinion, it's cool, and it's only getting better. It has all of our songs, all the lyrics there, tons of art and photography and crap, and it's also got show information for all our streams and links to all our playlists for those streams, and links to the merch that you probably don't want to buy. We'll update that soon. Links to all our socials, which are crazy across every social platform there is. Yeah. It's all there. ClismicBand.com.
Looking forward to the rubber ducks.
In the future. We'll get there. I'm pretty much going nonstop every day right now. This is my whole life. What we've been doing here, what we've been building here with these streams is kind of taking up my whole life. So
that's fair. That's fair. Okay, this is the last marketing related question.
Alrighty.
And this is kind of a question. This is kind of something I think I more or less know through Abstract, but I'm gonna again ask it like I don't know. What's your relationship with Only the Label, and how does he help you?
Only the host,
or Only the host? I guess he has a label, and he's Only the host. I guess.
But they are separate things. My relationship is with Only the host, and how does he help me? Yeah, and how does he help me? Oh my. I guess he moderates. I mean, I got him and Doc Griffin as moderators, but Only the host also he does most of my graphics, not except for the ones where I just impromptu do stuff and put it up in the background. But he does most of my graphics, and he's replacing the ones that I've done in the past when I first started the stream. So if it's a boring graphic, it's probably me. If it's awesome, it's him. And so he does all of my promos. So you'll see like all the promos we share weekly for Indie Boom Shockwave, Engagement Harvest, and each week's James Does What He Wants. He makes all those promos for Indie Scavenger Hunt, which is coming back on October 30th. We're doing it October 30th. I will be in costume. We're doing Indie Scavenger Hunt. It's going to be start being a feature at the last Engagement Harvest each month.
You heard it first.
He does all the... Yeah, you just heard it here first because that's the first place we've said it.
Is it? Or I didn't... I was just saying
No, absolutely. This is the first we said it.
Okay, cool.
We got everything finalized earlier today.
Nice.
But anyway, he does all the graphics for that, and there's tons of graphics and animation in that. So you'll see him. And him and Mario and Doc Griffin also run the Discord. Mario Marino run the Discord. So, but all of those relationships come from only the host.
Right.
Knowing him got to know them. So that's his part in this.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
And of course, he's also a co-host on Indie Boom Shockwave.
No, that's awesome. I guess I wasn't sure really if it was like only the label or only the host or what the difference was.
Yeah. Only the host is a person that's also a band, and he ran only the label, and only the label is a huge community of people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Let's see. Now for the music questions.
Music.
How would you describe the kind of music you create?
Crazy. I don't ever set out to make a song in a genre. Like I sit there and I don't know what it's gonna be. I just kind of tool around with stuff. I've written songs in like almost every genre there is. I've continue to learn music theory for like a good 20 years.
Right.
I mean, just all of it. Just all of it. I really try to. I try to learn it all, and that means I can do anything with the music. So I just kind of try to get weird with it. If it starts to sound too conventional to me, I'm gonna scrap it. Like I'm just gonna be like, I'm like, okay, I've heard this song 6 times in the past week by a different indie artist or something. If it gets too conventional, I'm not gonna do it. And that almost was this in the indie scene. This indie scene is very unique. I've been part of other indie music scenes where I'm like, okay, you sound like just like whoever's famous right now. But
no,
yeah. That's why I'm so deep into this scene, is because of the uniqueness in it. But it's just I try. I mean, I intentionally try to stray from making stuff that sounds normal. But I also try not to go too far into the crazy, or only do it every once in a while within the song that it becomes unlistenable. So it's kind of like a walk the line thing. I try to keep it interesting for someone who has a brain like mine, which is, if you're not constantly doing stuff with your music, if it gets boring, I'm gonna stop listening. Like I'm gonna pay attention to something else. And that's the thing. I try to make stuff that you'll pay attention to.
Right. Yeah, I like that. That's a good.
Not great background music.
I mean, on the contrary, we're using it as background music right now. But
yeah.
I'm
just saying, my voice comes through a lot and kind of yells stuff out at you. Like occasionally, the reason I feel like it's not good background music is because I feel like it comes on too distracting at times. Like I'll throw in a just chaos guitar solo, or I'll just start yelling about something, and there's intentional inconsistencies in the sound. Like we're trying to wake you up, or like the song that's playing right now. There's no 2-second pause in it, and it hits with the first hardest beat right from the beginning. And it comes off of a soft song, and we're doing it on purpose because we want, boom, wake up.
Yeah. I like
this
that.
isn't over. Yeah.
Abstract says, speaking in non-conventional, I'm about to make Abstract Noise 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
I'm
I
into
can't wait
it.
to hear that.
I like Abstract Noise 6.
Let's
It's on my
go.
playlist.
Let's see here. What? I guess you kind of just explained what you like about the genre or genres of music you create, didn't you?
I kind of, yeah.
Because that's a separate question.
I just like to be
That's a separate
interested. That's
question.
all thing.
That's a
I
separate
just like
question.
I just like to keep it interesting. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do a country song. I'll do a rap song. I
Nice.
say that. I say that. I attempted rap recently, and I'm gonna attempt it again. I got another beat to try it on, but anything I do, I try to do it justice. Though I don't release it like I don't ever. Some people put stuff out there and they're like, I don't know if this is any good, but I'm putting it out. I don't put it out if I don't think it's good. Like that's one thing. Yeah, like if I don't think it's good, you're not gonna hear it.
Yeah, no, that's valid. That's valid. I have always been interested in fucking around with people's expectations about the music I create, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I still think I'm pretty consistent, but like I am trying to learn. I want to learn like a physical instrument and go like completely acoustic at at a random point, you know? Like I'm very known for digital electronic music, and I just think it'd be really cool and funny if I just like randomly made an album that sounded radically different. I mean, that would be awesome. I mean, you're a fan of Ween. They do that all the time, you know?
Yeah, that's the band that sculpted me. I mean,
yeah.
They taught me that every song they make, I should divert my musical expectations, and that is what I am trying to achieve right there. I want every time you hear one of my songs to be like, what am I getting?
Exactly. Yeah, I like that. Sorry, I haven't gone to streams lately, Abstract says.
Yeah, I know, Abstract. I know. I miss you.
We missed you. We both miss you. Let's see. This is another question. What song or collection of songs are you most proud of and feel like reflect you the best?
All of them? I think they're all reflections of me. Every single one. They reflect me perfectly.
Fair enough. I guess which ones are you most
song.
Which ones are you most proud of? Every single one?
Yeah, I'm absolutely proud of every single thing I've made. Yeah.
The Ween Country album was crazy good, Linderman says.
Yeah, oh my god, yes. The Ween Country album's so good.
Yeah.
I love it. And then when they perform it live, it is so awesome. Yeah, I love all of Ween though. Like the country album's great. I think the pop's great.
Piss Up a Rope, Mr. Richard Smoker are my two favorites from that album.
Piss Up a Rope is amazing, and they do that at every concert. I love that song. There's two outtakes from it, and one of them was "Put the Coke on My Dick." I love that song. Booze me up and get me high. That's another great one that wasn't on there, but it was one of their country songs.
Incredible.
Huge Ween fan.
My introduction to Ween was Ocean Man, which I'm sure is many people's introduction to Ween, especially my generation.
I was gonna say, I'm a little bit older than you. My introduction to Ween was being a like, how old were we in 1989?
Wow.
13 years old, being 13 years old.
That is a whole decade before I was born.
Right. And my friend Josh broke into his brother, who was in college's room, and we took a bunch of cassette tapes, and one of them was Ween's God Ween Sane, because they were popular in colleges apparently, and we listened to it, and we're like, this is the best music ever created. and that's been my favorite band my whole life. Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love that band.
All right.
I went and saw them 2 years ago.
Hell yeah.
Just yeah.
MTV Linderman says.
Say that one more time.
MTV, Linderman says.
What about MTV? MTV was cool. It's not anymore.
Yeah. I just think maybe it's, I don't know. It's not, I don't know when Linderman exactly said that. It might have been relevant to our back and forth. I don't remember.
Maybe that's where he first heard Ween, because they did Push the Little Daisies from their third album.
Right, that
hit MTV.
Yeah. I was also too young for that. Yeah.
You're too young right now, too. That's all right.
Okay. Let's see. What message? Oh, this is a good one. I think you touched on this too, as well. What message are you trying to convey with your music?
I mean, since it's also lore-based, the messages kind of change based off of the lore. Like, sometimes it's, I hate automation. Sometimes it's like, I hate the government. Sometimes it's, I hate wealthy people. Sometimes it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's all over the place. But I guess my message, my main message would probably be freedom and individuality.
Yeah, I like that.
Don't sell out to these groups that want to control you.
No, I love that.
Be a human. 1984, shit like that. Like.
Oh yeah, 1984. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like, I mean, all of these. I'm really heavily. I mean, I grew up with like tons of sci-fi tropes and horror tropes, and
I love that.
I was going through the punk scene too musically. There was Ween, but there was also that punk scene. It really inspired me.
Right.
And the things they said. So a lot of my, at least lyrically, what I'm saying is, don't trust anybody that wants to control you, and that's a lot of people.
That true. No, I like that a lot.
Someone saying do this, think about it and do something else.
Yeah. I like that. Anti-authoritarian.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Just it's a flavor of the day on what I dislike.
Right. Let's see. Okay. That was that question. Oops.
Except for intermission, because it's about how much I love my wife. But.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Because I get obsessed with art, and she still loves me.
Yeah, I like that. This is one I wrote down specifically for you, and this is where I said I was gonna get to this question, and here it is. How did Abs Quack Noise come to be?
Quack Noise.
Abs Quack or Ab Quack.
There's no S.
Okay, my bad. Ab Quack Noise. How did Ab Quack Noise come to be?
So I jokingly on Twitter one time, or X or whatever you call it, I jokingly said something along the lines of like how people are being like a this type of beat, and just like randomly saying stuff. And I said a cute little duck sitting by a pond beat or something like that, right? And then Abstract's like, I could do that, and and then I was like, oh. Okay, I was like, and then we discussed doing that song together, and then he made that whole beat. Like the exclismic of it was mixed and mastered by Jonesy, but he didn't really do much. He added a couple ghost beats and stuff to make it sound, the drums hit a little bit harder, and of course did all the production stuff to our vocals and stuff. But that was 100%. There's no music from me or Jonesy in there. It's 100% Abstract. So he decided to go make this experimental duck beat, and that's what happened. And
yeah, I kind of remember Abstract showing me like this song where it's like, yo, check out this song where it's like all ducks or something. I don't remember what he said, but he sent it in Discord. I was like, oh, okay. What compelled you to make this?
You didn't think it was going to turn out like it did, huh?
I didn't. I wasn't sure what to expect yet.
Well, that's the. I like to think that's what you get when you work with me.
I like that. That is what I've come to expect. I like the contrast between like these adorable animal songs and like, of course, all this punk, heavy, dark shit. It kind of highlights the nuance of your character, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The reason you've heard so much of the dark music is we're not done with the brighter stuff yet. It's like we have a board of so much music, and it's like, but the dark songs have to come first because they were already written and done, you know?
Yeah. Let's see here. I always lose my spot. Okay, here it is. I guess this is a perfect lead-in. What new genres have you considered trying out, if any? I guess you've mentioned a few. Like rap?
Hip-hop rap's kind of the one I'm into right now. I did a open verse on a Doc song a couple weeks ago that I dig, and it made me feel like I could probably do it a little better. So I am working on a couple hip-hop songs.
Okay, cool.
One is called No Humanity, and it's a diss track to manatees.
Oh, okay.
And it features Bugs Nasty, Doc, and D-Money.
Oh, I'm so excited for this diss track. I was waiting for a manatee diss track.
And then I got a beat from Westy that I want on Spin It Up, and I think I'm gonna try to rap on it. So that's the two.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear that.
So we'll see. But I've already attempted it, and my first attempt at it, I went ahead and posted it because I liked it. Mm-hmm. So I think that I will make a real go at it and see how this sounds.
Hell yeah.
So that's the big ones right now. That and maybe I've never made I've made electronic songs, but they suck. Because I never spend much time on the beat part, and the beat really needs to be good. And I'm not a beat thinker, so I was also thinking about doing an electronic song. But it will take a long time because I really got to focus on a beat, and that's just it's not my thing. I'm not a beat guy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more than happy to collaborate with you on an electronic song.
Okay, well, as far as with you, I got to get this guitar line recorded for the punkish thing that you and me and T-Bird are doing.
True.
So I re-practiced the guitar line this weekend, so hopefully I can actually record it.
Hell yeah! I'm looking forward to that one.
Okay,
that's a 4.
Curb your expectations.
Okay, fair. Just a reminder. Is that a 4/4? 4/4?
The one that I'm working on?
Yeah.
It's in 4/4. Cool. It's gonna be straight up like, because we were talking about like electronic / punk shit.
Right.
It was gonna be like a mix. Yeah. And it was being based out of this guitar line. And once I get the guitar line,
I don't have anything against 3/4, but usually I like to make fast-paced music, and whenever I make a 3/4 turn into more of like I guess you could say like a 5/6, it starts to become like yo ho ho piratey sounding, I guess.
Yeah, that's sometimes I don't always hear it. I make a lot of music in 6/8, LO 6/8. I don't hear the piratey thing unless I'm singing piratey. Like this song's in 6/8.
6/8, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't. I like it suits how I sing.
That's valid.
Yeah, like I know a lot of people have trouble. Not a lot of people, but I know a lot of people that I've met have trouble flowing in 6/8. But I kind of just roll in it. You know, this is how I sing. I think 4/4. I can sing in 4/4. I don't enjoy singing in 4/4 as much.
Interesting.
So, cool. and that rap song that I tested out myself on was a 6/8 rap song.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, this is the one.
Cool. All right. Let's see. I didn't notice it until I was like working with Find the King Go, and I was like, oh, this is 6/8, isn't it? And I was like, okay, I could work with this. I tried to speed it up a little bit, and I was like, I could hear the like, I don't know. For some reason I was thinking the first thing that came into my mind was like pirate music. I don't know. Like
it's because it's all in 3/4 and 6/8. That's why all the pirate music, all those shanties seem to be in 3/4.
Yeah, exactly. That's like my first thought.
Also, also, in my opinion, most of the best like love songs and most of the best sad songs are in 6/8. So that's kind of why that's my.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm a bigger fan of 3/4 than I am of 6/8. But yeah.
There's no. I've been in music theory forever, and I still say there's no real difference. But
I mean,
whatever.
Same here. But like my rule of thumb is 3/4 is slower than 6/8, and I like 3/4. I like that time signature at a slower pace. But I do make 6/8 songs. I have a few 6/8 songs I can share with you if you want, if you're interested. Yeah.
You should. 6/8 songs are my favorite. I mean, you'll find that both songs I listen to and create 6/8 tend to be
some of my 6/8 songs are fast, so I'm a hypocrite too. Yeah. It usually helps when they sound nothing like sea shanties in other respects.
Yeah, I try to not make them sound like that, but the nature of my voice sometimes it just goes that way.
Yeah.
My voice eventually just starts sounding like a pirate if I'm singing too hard.
That's fair. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here's another one. This is me asking about your lore. Tell me a little bit more about your lore. I'd like to know.
Which lore? There's so much of it.
I mean, is it like I could ask?
It's album based and there's show based lore. Which one do you want to know about?
I mean, I guess what I want to know is like, so with my lore, there's usually there's basically like a centralized universe or two centralized universes. There's like the Demon Dish universe where everything is about that universe. Then there's also
I got you.
Then there's also kind of more like, I guess, my inner psyche, which is, you could say its own universe, but I feel like that's just the average default universe for every musician, because it's their own psyche. But like, is there a universe? Is there a universal like? Is there like a universe in your head? In your head for every album? Do they interconnect like? So
they don't interconnect because
like all those all those theories about Pixar movies and how they relate, that kind of thing.
No, they don't interconnect because the only connection between them is the main character as James Allan Stellar. That's really the only Terminally Disconnected takes place inside of it. Most of it takes place inside of a simulation. But it's a simulation that everybody knows they're in and they want to be in it because outside of the simulation kind of sucks.
So inside the Matrix. Except not the Matrix.
No, it's not the Matrix because everybody is Joe Pantalonio. Everybody is... No one's ignorant. Everybody just wants to taste a steak. They don't care. They're not...
I was gonna walk it back. Like, it's like the Matrix, except everybody knows they're in the Matrix.
They know they're there, and they don't want out. And it's my allegory for social media, but they don't want out. They know that it's hurting their real bodies, but they don't want out of it. And so in the Terminally Disconnected universe, I get out of it, but my character gets out of it. So I actually stopped using social media completely for like 6 months.
Oh, wow.
I didn't look at it for 6 months. My character gets out of it and continued writing that album. My character gets out of the simulation, but the thing is like, he's like fighting the king that I'm referring to, fighting him to get out of it, and the king's like, just go. You just leave, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't care. If you don't want to be there, they don't want you there, because you're bringing everybody else down. Right, and so he leaves the simulation and goes to reality, and that's where this song happens that we're listening to right now. My dad in real life died. And then so all these songs about looking at reality from outside of social media are happening, and they're real sad and dark because everything that was good seemed to be social media, which was fucking weird. And so there's a bunch of songs about hating reality and then are dealing with it like this was super sad to me, and then it goes to where I steal a ship Because so it turns out that
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember those songs.
So it turns out that nuclear war is about to happen. They've decided to go ahead and do World War III, and they planned it. Just because there's too many people. The simulation was to keep them all entertained until they could start this nuclear war and wipe them all out and start over. And there's a bunch of spaceships that the wealthy have built, and the main character steals one.
Right.
That's meant for like thousands of people. Steals it and takes off. And they try to shoot out of the sky and they miss. And he goes into hypersleep and has all these nightmares. And then he ends up at this planet. And that's where the ship was taking people. They put you in hypersleep and take you. And he arrives there and lands on this planet where it seems they've already started building a new like there's houses and stuff there. Just no people.
Oh wow.
Like they started rebuilding in this other place. And then he goes crazy for a few months, and then the other ships arrive, and it's all the rich people that he hated and stuff, because those are the only people that could actually escape the planet.
Right.
And it ends with him like, well, partying with the only humans that are left.
Wow.
But,
that's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
But that world ends, so that's what I'm saying. It can't continue. That world ends, and it's just everybody on another planet, all the surviving, which is not that many people on another planet.
Yeah,
and he has like a whole mental breakdown with that too, because he attacks him and starts trying to beat him up because he's like, I hate humans, but he's been alone for a long time. Yeah. Anyway, and that's that one, and then the current one is the Unstoppable Irrelevance, and what that is it's James Allan Stellar was this punk musician. And this lottery happened. So the government's like, hey, you know, it seems to be the same problem. Too many people. Because the first one, it was too many people. That's why they started the nuclear war. And this one, they determined there were too many people on Earth and there's not enough resources to sustain all those people. So what they did was they decided to hold, and there's a bunch of videos and stuff for this to support it. But what they decided to do was create a lottery. And in that lottery, basically, everybody has to be in the lottery whether they want to be in it or not. But they're asking you to please just do the lottery. The initial people that didn't want to do the lottery, they wiped out. That was a lot of like punkers and rebellious people and stuff like that. A lot of artists and musicians, you know, people that have rebellious natures, they all got killed in what was called the First War before the lottery. Right. And so the remaining people then, because they needed to eradicate about 3.5 billion people to have enough resources to continue the Earth. So then the remaining people on Earth that were not killed in that war were put through the lottery, and by the end they killed just over 4 billion people. But the reason people were willing to do the lottery is because everybody that was not killed in the lottery would never have to work again, dude. Because they created automatons that would do all the work. And
have you considered being a writer too? Holy shit!
I do write. But,
cool.
This
That's
is
awesome.
Writing. This is writing.
That's fair. But goddamn.
And so the people are like, okay, well, we don't really have a choice because they obviously killed everybody that didn't go along with it in the first place, and I could live with never having to work again for the rest of my life and have everything I want. Why not? So they had the lottery. They wiped out the people, the remaining people that lost the lottery. And automatons were introduced to everybody's lives, and there were these robots, and they're friendly, and they did everything. But they didn't require food and crap. You know, that's the important part. And so James Allan Stellar and the people they missed, because they apparently missed a few of the rebellious people. The numbers keep expanding because we're rebellious, we're crafty. You're not going to kill us that easy, right?
Yeah.
I just in this story, I'm the first one that pops up, right? I pop up and I start making trouble through art, and that's what the album, that's what the Unstoppable Irrelevance is. It's the album's current. Artificial Breath was the most recent song in that album.
Hey, thank you for the subscription, Empire Whimsy. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Empire Whimsy, awesome.
Thank you.
She's badass.
Hell yeah.
Her music's awesome.
I think I've heard some of her music on your stream before, right?
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, so that's where we are with Artificial Breath. But basically what happened was in all the prologue songs, like Fed Up with Being Fed Up and stuff like that,
Right.
they were sending these robots that were not equipped to be hunter robots to hunt me. And I was just trashing them because they were meant to like clean stuff and serve food, you know, like, and I was making a joke of it and making a big spectacle of it on video so people could see that, hey, it's all fake. And that's the other thing. It was all a giant conspiracy. It's slowly being revealed now that it was a giant conspiracy. The lottery, they picked who was being killed. It wasn't an actual lottery. They killed anybody that could be possibly rebellious, like artists and stuff like that. They were trying to wipe out art, amongst other things. Anybody that could rebel. And so that I'm slowly revealing that while bashing these robots and stuff, and so they're like, we gotta stop them. And so I ran to Alaska, and they and because I have marshes all around me, the robots can't cross it. Which is true.
Only the host, welcome. only
no, it's good to see you.
The only Twitch viewer here so far. Everyone's on YouTube.
It's the opposite of my streams.
Yeah, this is just normal for me.
And anyway, so they created another robot, and they're like, here's what we're gonna do. And this is where like anxiety, killer robot, all that comes from.
The song we just played a few seconds ago, yeah.
Yeah, they created this killer robot, and basically what he is they however sci-fi magic, they got all of my mind and put it in his, because he's got to think like him to find him. And they put this in this robot, and they're like, okay, we need you to go find James Allan Stellar and kill it. And instead he's like, anxiety, imposter syndrome. He starts going crazy. He's like, I couldn't do that. I'm not good enough. You know, like he gets all of my bad stuff too. You know, all those bad thoughts in his head, and it drives him crazy. And so they're anxiety. The doctors are like, you don't have a cat. It's impossible for you to leave a stove on. Like all the reasons that you're saying you have anxiety, you couldn't have. And he's saying, wait, you're saying my problems aren't real? Which is, you know, what happens when we start going crazy. And real life. Yeah. And then one of the doctors ends up just like letting him out. He's like, go find James Allan Stellar. He's probably the only one who's gonna understand your mind, and let him out because he was going crazy and like killing scientists and stuff. And so he goes and looks for me, and then we meet in the third song, Follow Me. He is one of the voices in it, because they all sound like me, because they programmed the robot to have it sounds like me. So when I'm singing to him, it sounds like me, just a little bit like robot tittiness on his voice. Hi,
only the host. He was like, the fuck, why is everyone on YouTube? And he joined YouTube.
Awesome, welcome. And so in Follow Me, it's back to the brainwashing thing that I'm always against. And so I am saying that politicians, celebrities, governments, the reason they want you to follow them when they're saying, hey, follow me, like and subscribe, they want, they want to it's all a feature of control. Like we do it too. Like we're not trying to do it to be nefarious, but we're also wanting people to like, notify, follow, and all that. These people are using it as a form of control, and it's the reason you're seeing so many like right-wing misinformation videos in your feed is because you like and notified it. Like you are putting yourself into this control. And that song, I'm saying it's I'm saying that is about all these people, because I think celebrities. I am very anti-celebrity. I think celebrities are like, we love their art and stuff, but they didn't. I don't think really many of them, their drive comes from not being fucked up, and that's the problem. Like the reason we're seeing so many celebrities come out is like as diddlers or as assaulters or all that is because they are they're messed up. Artists are. We have mental problems, and you feed us, and you put these mental problems in this place where they have access to everything. They're gonna fucking do crazy stuff.
No, dude, I 100% agree with you. I feel like people ascribe morality to popularity when there's no connection at all. Right,
none.
And it's frustrating. And I'm anti-celebrity in the sense, I should say I'm anti-celebrity in two ways. I'm not anti the person who's famous necessarily. I like a lot of people who are famous, And honestly, in many respects, those people who are famous are often victims of their fame, which is one reason why I'm anti-celebrity. Is like, I don't think people should be like probed in such a way that's almost like dehumanizing. I recently saw a video documentary about Billie Eilish, who used to be like a nobody musician, who got her big break on, I think, a platform like TikTok, if I remember correctly. Or no, I think one of her songs got blown up somewhere. But regardless, she got picked up by a label really, really early in her life. She was like late teens, and they just no part of her life was off limits.
Yeah.
Like, all of her privacy was completely gone. And it was just like, I watched a documentary about her, and I was just like, holy shit, why are you filming her calling her boyfriend breaking up with him? Holy fuck. What is wrong with you people?
Yeah, that's exploitation.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much against that too. My anti-celebrity stance, though,
yeah.
I just want to clarify. My anti-celebrity stance is as them using their platform to tell you what to do.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's why I
don't care that they became celebrities.
Yeah. That's why I think I know what you were talking about too, and I'm anti-celebrity for the reasons you stated, and I'm anti-celebrity for the exploitation reason as well.
Yeah.
And like the paparazzi, all that other gross shit. It's like, leave people alone, you know? I think it comes down to the same thing. Like, don't put people on a platform. Don't put people on a pedestal like they should be worshipped, because they're not. Their fame doesn't equate to their morality, or they don't. Other than what they create for their art, like, that's all they should be.
Well, I'm gonna interject here and say they're not getting paid that money because of their art. There are 500 people that could do the exact same art of any celebrity that's out there. I'm sorry, maybe more than thousands could probably do. With 8 billion people, there are probably thousands of people that could do exactly the same type of art as any celebrity you see out there. That's they're not celebrities because of their music. They're celebrities because of their look and the things they say and how they can be used commercially as a human toy. Like, they're not.
Yeah.
If it was just about the music would be way better. And I'm not trying to dog. I'm not trying to dog like on it. It's repeating the same music over, like, for me, like 40 something years. I'm hearing the same music that I heard 40 something years ago. That's insane.
Yeah,
there's so much new and different things. It's insane. It's you're not a celebrity. In my opinion, you're not a celebrity because you're art anymore. You're a celebrity because of what you can do socially.
Yeah, and it depends. It depends. Maybe I feel like a lot of I agree. I feel like a lot of the mainstream celebrities who've been signed by labels are absolutely recyclable in many respects. I usually
sometimes we have to kill our heroes too, though, to get rid of the mediocrity. Like that's the downside. That's the downside. There are bands I love that are celebrities, but unfortunately, if you want to cure the issue, the people you love have to go too, because they're probably not the same. It turns out a lot of the celebrities I love turn out to be fucking dirtbags. So it's not really, to me, might not be losing anything. We don't know. That's
fair.
That's like there are so many people that I've loved over the past 10 years have come out to be complete trash, and it's like, God.
I mean,
God.
Yeah. The way I see it, I totally agree with you that I think it's has very little to do with art. I mean, that's a factor, but it's probably a very small factor. It has a lot to do with circumstance and just privilege and where you came from in life.
I doubt there's an artist you can point out to me that I couldn't find someone, or even do it myself, a song similar.
Yeah, exactly, and that has a lot to do with maybe they did it first, maybe the game was different then, maybe they had a leg up financially, or they knew the right people, like that kind of thing. Like, there are all kinds of different factors that we're not considering.
Yeah.
I think my stance on it is I'm anti-celebrity in the sense that I'm anti-celebrity worship, I think.
That's a good thing to be against.
Yeah. Like, I don't... Like, Yeah. Anyway, we could talk about this forever.
And the song that's playing right now, it says that you worship your favorite political celebrity, because that takes the celebrity status to where I was going to go with it, and that's now politicians are celebrities.
Yep.
And it makes no sense. Tell me about their art, because they are treated just like rock stars and movie stars.
Yeah,
they are treated exactly the same. Tell me what their art is.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Most people don't even give a shit about their policies. They just, for like Donald, like they don't. Most people don't even know what their policies are. Like Donald Trump, nobody knows what his policy. He just says a lot of cool things like that people can relate to. Like a lot of people down south could relate to. Like I don't know. Anyway, I could go on all kinds of different tangents about that. No, I know your positions on that stuff. But I'm just saying that's what it's became. That is what celebrity is. That is my comparison right there. There is not the difference between a musician, a movie star, and a politician. They are all the same kind of celebrity. What they do to get there is not about their art that got them there. It doesn't matter anymore. This is what we are now. It might have been one way, 10 years ago even. I think it probably started before that, but it is what it is now. Like there's no currency in what you create. Yeah. I think that is a sad reality. I don't know if it's that cut and dry. I think there's nuance, and it depends. I have a bit more hope, but maybe it's naive. Maybe I'll go out.
I did this song called Wendigo, and it talks about chance.
Yeah, like I think there's. I don't think it's all.
Chance is the dreams of the poor, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
they want you to have that hope. They want you to have that hope, so you keep producing for them.
Yeah. Maybe I am just naive, but I don't know.
Whatever. It's like we were talking about earlier. Nobody knows what's going on. I'm just telling you what I think, and I could be way off. It doesn't matter.
That's fair. For what it's worth, I agree with you. I just don't think it's always that cut and dry. I think there's nuance.
Yeah, I feel you.
Let's see. Where were we? This was the no surprise at all. This was the tangent where we talked about your lore. What new genres? No, we talked about this too, didn't we?
Yeah.
What do you get out of making your music? This is the last music-related question.
Therapy. I get something off my chest. I get to say what I needed to say, even if I'm not saying it clearly for you to understand.
Right.
I get to say what I needed to say. It's cathartic for me each and every time. That's why I do it. Like I feel it spiritually every time I do it. That's why the name Kliznik works.
Yeah.
And I get little dopamine releases when I share it with my friends and stuff, and they say they like it and shit, or even if they say they don't like it, I still get a little dopamine because I'm like, well, fuck that guy. But anyway, and then, but yeah, so yeah, that's I get a lot of. I get to make connections with people, like I like it when someone says, hey, I feel that way too, like that's I get dopamine releases and mental health.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I think we all get something off our chest, especially when we're trying to do like music to vent and get stuff and like say stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really make music just to be not say anything.
That's fair.
You could say that Abquack Noise and Squeaker Box are me not saying anything, but I am 100% saying stuff there.
That's fair.
Especially,
as a producer,
one song was about being social, and the other song was about.
It depends on
about how much I love ducks.
It depends on it depends on your definition of saying something, I guess. Because as a producer, I have the option to make music and not say anything at all if I wanted. I could just
listen
make
to Squeaker Box and pretend I'm talking to my Twitter family.
Yeah. But like sometimes I'll make a song where it's like primarily about the vibes of the instrumental and to dance to it. And I'm not necessarily saying anything there, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like maybe I am saying stuff with my music, like my song, like the instrumental. I don't know. An interesting way. saying stuff can mean many different things. Anyway, now it's time for a little bit more like, I guess this is artist trivia, which is just more like fun miscellaneous questions. And I have a few questions that I've written just for you, and some that are more just general. Who's an artist? Who's an artist we wouldn't expect you to listen to? Just based on your vibe, the kind of music you create, what's an artist we wouldn't expect you to listen to? You think? Just you think.
Can I look at my Spotify? Let me look. Hold on. I'm sure I can find some. There's been bands, I just can't think. All I've been listening to lately
You don't
is
even have
indie
to.
music.
You could also just think about like something that's a band or artist that you based on the kind of music you make, you wouldn't expect us to like. I don't know, like a artist or band you that you like. Or
I feel like
to.
I'm looking at bands I listen to that were not indie, and I feel like they would all be like System of the Down, Muse. I feel like they're all bands that you would expect me to listen to. The Delirium.
Hi, Daniel.
I don't know. Oliver Tree. Oh. There's one. Childish Gambino.
Okay. No, that is something. I like an example of that would be I listen to folk punk.
Okay. Like who?
Like Harley Poe. I listen to Days and Days.
I love Harley Poe.
Let's go! Holy shit!
Harley Poe's on that song. Oh my god, I can't remember the name of it right now because I haven't been listening to it in so long. But the one where he's bad, he's gonna die. He did 2 versions of the frickin' song. Oh my god, I gotta look.
Let's go,
dude! I love Harley Poe.
Let's go!
I haven't listened to him in a while, but holy crap! Let me look at the name of the song. Harley Poe. That's awesome.
Hell yeah. Okay, great. I mean, that makes sense.
Everybody knows my name. I love that song so much.
My first Harley Poe song I listened to was Eat Shit and Die.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah. I there's something about folk punk that I enjoy listening to. It's just I describe it as like angry bard music, where it's just like I imagine it's someone in the woods just like screaming while playing a guitar. And just venting their emotions out. I wanted to make music like that, but I can't play guitar.
Oh, well, maybe we should do something.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I mean, I can play guitar like him, or like his band.
Yeah. Like acoustic, like acoustic, but punk, you know?
I had to text my mom. The Chiefs scored. She texted me.
Yeah. I mean, I can certainly make my voice sound obnoxious. You know?
Hey. I don't think Harley Poe sounds obnoxious.
No. Here's the thing. Me neither. But at the same time, and this kind of comes back down to like mainstream tastes and how recycled everything is. You've said how sometimes you think you. I don't want to take words. I don't want to put words in your mouth. But you've said before, I think, in Uggy's stream, where you feel like either you think this or people have said this about your voice being annoying or something. I don't know if that's.
Oh yeah. I've had annoying. I had a review of one song that said this song might be okay if it weren't for the grating vocals and lack of guitar playing in the guitar solo. I was like, oh shit! Dang!
Yeah, and here's the thing, like, I like Harley Poe's singing, and I like your singing, but it's like, I feel like there's a certain, this is something I love about punk music in general. It's like, they don't care if they sound conventionally attractive vocally, I guess. They don't want to sound mainstream. They don't give a shit. So, okay, here's another one. What's your favorite and least favorite part about being a musician?
I I don't think I dislike anything about it.
Cool. Sorry, Ears and Tails. We did just cover the lore. It was quite a ways back. You can scroll back. We went on a.
We didn't even really cover it all.
No, we did. No, we didn't. I guess you didn't. But like a lot of it was covered. I think Terminally Disconnected specifically was covered.
Yeah, and part of Unstoppable Irrelevance.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you can scroll back in the timeline if you want to see that. That's one thing I like about YouTube that you can't do on Twitch. I don't think you can do on Twitch. Can you do that on Twitch?
I don't know. I never tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never tried.
Anyway. Yeah.
What was the question again?
The question was, what's your favorite and least favorite part about being a musician?
Okay, so there's nothing I don't like about it, for sure. Probably the favorite part, like certain notes, I guess, like hitting a note or a combination of notes that just makes you like feel it in your heart. Like when you know, like you're like, oh, this is cool. Oh, I like this. This is cool. This is that when you hit that thing and you're like, that's it. That's the thing, you know. And like maybe it forms like a word in your head or something. But at that point, when you know this is gonna be something like that little feeling right there in your heart. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, I like that. Let's see here. Here's kind of another one. That I think Abstract actually came up with this one, I think. Would you rather have all the gear you could possibly want or 3 placements with 3 of your favorite artists?
It's a placement, artist.
Like just being featured on having a feature, like being featured or collaborating with 3 of your favorite artists, or would you rather have all the gear you could possibly want?
I'd rather have all the gear I could possibly want.
I kind of had a feeling you'd say that, based on our previous conversations.
I could make anything I wanted. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah! All right. So, and I guess I know the answer to this question. This is the last question in artist trivia that I wrote, but I already know the answer to this one. But I'm gonna say it again. Like I don't know.
Okay.
Who's Squawkzilla? What's the history behind Squawkzilla?
Squawkzilla is one of the 7 baby chickens that were named by the chat of my streams.
Right.
Squawkzilla is a chicken, lore-wise. Somebody, and I have my guesses of who, but I don't know for sure, and I'm not going to call it out because it's too much fun, but somebody created a Squawkzilla account
on Twitter.
Started harassing me and other people, and that is not my lore. That is whoever has created that account's lore, but I'm going with it because it's great. But apparently PETA sent a phone to Squawkzilla, who thinks he's a duck, but he's a chicken for sure. He's half chicken, half dinosaur is what he says, but he's 100% chicken and also alive, just so you know. Thankfully.
Oh, great.
Yeah, which I was worried about that. Traumatized, but alive. But so Squawkzilla, not being the normal jerk he is, but which is funny that he kind of just became a jerk without being aware of the lore of him becoming a jerk on Twitter, which is really crazy. So I think he might be a rooster. I don't know yet because he hasn't grown up enough. But I think he might be a rooster. So it's really funny because he's actually started getting an attitude like the Twitter character without knowing the Twitter thing exists, which I think is really weird.
I guess you're getting the beak on and off Twitter now, huh?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And he does. He like tries to bite me and stuff. But I mean, he can't hurt me, but still.
Yeah.
He does it. So anyway, so somebody in the community created that character, and I'm going with it.
Let's go. Yeah.
So half dinosaur, half chicken that thinks he's a duck named Squawkzilla that wants DoorDash.
Hell yeah.
That's who that is.
Awesome. Incredible. Love it. So, here's the final stretch of questions, which is
Okay.
more, I guess, existential and more related to timelines, I guess. That's a very bad way of describing it. But I guess I could just say this blurb that I have pre-scripted. Now let's talk about how you came to be where you are now with your public presence and your art, and where you hope to go from there. This is the first question. What was your first introduction to music?
My first introduction to music?
That's what the question says. I mean,
I guess as a kid, I remember listening. I had this record of Rainbow Connection by Kermit the Frog, and I listened to it over and over and over and over again, and I'm to this day I love that song. That's the first song I ever remember. My first connection to a song would be Rainbow Connection for Kermit the Frog on a little tiny record on a little Muppet record player.
Hell yeah, I love that. Okay, here's another one that's that this is the closest I'll ever be to your style of interviewing, which is a question, more of a request, which is, would you like to show us your oldest and then newest tracks? Which is basically just like a timeline of the oldest song you've ever created, then versus the newest song you've ever created, just to show a contrast in Let me
see if I have the oldest song I ever created. Hold on.
Okay, all right.
We'll see how far back I can go. Okay, pre-Clismic. Is it in here? I don't know where it might be.
Oh. The chicken who must not be named says he becomes an ultra hater if you say his name 3 times on stream.
Weird.
I don't know if, I guess we've only said it twice so far.
I don't know if I can go back all the way to a first song, but I could go back pretty far.
Alright, well that's fine.
Load folder. There it is. Oh yeah, I can go back really far.
Oh, cool.
I don't have the first, but I got far. You may drop it in chat?
Yeah, or in Discord.
Yeah, here we go.
Alright.
You're gonna delete this after, right?
Yes.
Let me find. I have to figure out how to do this. Hold on.
I mean, it's just a private DM, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm in a phone call with you, so I don't see the chat.
It wouldn't be.
Oh, there it is.
No, wait. Discord DM. I was thinking the Discord DM, not the chat.
Well, I'm already doing it here. And,
you sent it in the chat?
I'm dragging it over. Hold on just a second. I gotta find it again.
Okay.
I'm trying to see how far back I can go. Give me a second. Oh my god, that's all.
Mori says you're singing on this reminds. When you say is singing, are you talking about Find the King Go? He says reminds him of Dead Kennedys.
Thank you. Okay, I think I got. Oh, this is shit. This song is so long. God dang. I don't know if we can do this.
Well, I don't have to play the whole thing. I could play a segment of it if you want.
I found one with a different singer, even older.
Oh, okay, wow.
I still wrote all the lyrics. It's just somebody else sang it. Here we go.
Okay.
There we go. That's about as old as I can get. It's my first band.
All right. So let me pause the music here. Let's play Sanity. 6 minutes. Let's go.
It's sanity through the sanitizer.
This little dog came up to me with a big old sad.
Okay.
Looked up to me, and in a raspy voice he said,
I can still hear the influence. I can hear the ween in this, honestly. Similar filter style. I like that. All right, see you, Years.
This is bad.
It's not bad.
I don't remember this song. I don't remember it. It's not on Max. Oh yeah, I remember that.
I thought you liked all of your music.
I haven't listened to this in like 20 years. You made me go all the way back to like my first band.
Yeah, well, I did say you're oldest.
stop the pain in my brain.
I like it. I like the filters on the guitar and everything.
I don't know what I was thinking. Jump solo.
Okay. Ooh. Tempo change? Okay, that was just the...
Break it down.
Okay. Is this like a new song? Is this like a...
Same
EP?
song.
New song? Or same song? Okay.
Yeah, same song.
Gotcha.
I didn't know it used to know how to do bridges. Or play a guitar.
Still better than what I can do. Only the host says, "I'm so glad you shared this."
It hurts. Oh, I remember this part. I do like this part. I like the vocals. Good vocals.
Yeah, I've been really... Ooh. I really like the filter on the distortion of this guitar. Very distinct. Definitely screams indie punk.
Oh, we don't have to listen to another guitar solo, do we?
Well, you know.
I got better. If you're listening, I got better. Not that much better, but better than this. I think I could redo this song way better.
Cool. I mean, that is exactly what I think when I listen to an old song I've created. Is like, oh, that's why I have so many recreations. That's why the January Again album exists.
Bass solo.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of boring though. Is it almost over?
Yeah. I'm sure you'll like the second. I'm sure you'll like the second half of this presentation a lot better.
Oh yeah. I definitely. Oh my god, another guitar solo? Who is this guy? I guess that's how I learned the guitar solo, by doing it a lot.
Yeah, makes sense. Practice makes perfect. So, that was Sanity. One of the oldest songs you've been a part of, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, now for one of your latest works. The ones that the ones that you want to share early, that is.
Oh, like share something early?
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, like, if you want.
I don't think I have anything I can share early. I have a real... No, I don't want to share that early.
Okay, fair enough. We can do something that's already been released.
Artificial Breath? Are you... yeah, Artificial Breath, or that little, like, rap thing I did, are the little things I've done most recently.
Yeah, okay. We'll do that. It's been playing in the background, but, like, we can do that.
Alright.
Yeah, I can send it through here, I guess, if you want to.
Would you want me to send Artificial Breath?
Sure.
Okay. That's by me. Artificial Breath by Clismic. Hey, this has more views than I realized. Oh, nice. It's on YouTube. It must be you, because I don't know anybody else that listens to YouTube.
Oh, it was probably it's. I think it's probably me.
Nice, I'll take it.
Or Snare Mooring. I don't know if he listens to your music, but he should. Let's get it. Artificial Breath.
I was there when the first breather rolled off the assembly line.
I remember this one.
When its eyes opened, it gasped. That's when I knew.
Already massive improvement in the production quality.
Oh yeah.
Breath of life. Life is only half of the gift.
I love this one.
Whoa, there's no way you can replace me. A thoughtfully evolved human being. Can't progress without a little growth. Let your brain take control. Feel the sadness, try to take my gladness. My call to action for my satisfaction. Create a brand new landscape. That becomes my plan to escape. Finally a world where I belong. Time is the cost I don't have long. I see you standing there in front of me. Duplicated, emulated, simulated, unstimulated. Duplicated,
I like this part.
Yeah, me too. I like this whole song.
I don't know I don't know what vocal effect you used there. I think was it like a vocoder or something? That was cool.
I don't know. I bet that's Jason.
Sounds like a vocoder.
Yeah, he did something to take the copy of my voice and make it sound
Robotic.
like it was being repeated back at us by a robot. That was my real breath, repeated over and over again.
you're doing it so you sound like me. Can't progress without a little growth. It's my mind in your heart. Feel the sadness, try to take my gladness. My call to action for my satisfaction. Create a brand new landscape that becomes my plan to escape. Finally a world where I belong. Time is the cost I don't have long. What does it feel like to artificially breathe? Breath stops, I drop, like me non-stop on my laptop. Hey man, let's swap. Breath stops, I drop, like me non-stop on my laptop. Hey man, let's swap. I am not a machine. How is it possible that you look and sound like me? I am unique, you're a copy, technically.
Is that Jason's voice?
Nah, it's Doc Griffin.
Doc Griffin. Okay.
I had a contest. Whoever had the best voice got to be in the song.
Gotcha.
Sadness, try to take my gladness, my call to action for my satisfaction. Create a brand new landscape that becomes my planned escape. Finally, a world where I belong. Time is the cost I don't have long.
Artificial Breath by Klismic, the latest single. All right, that was dope.
Nice.
Hell yeah. All right, let's go back to full screen and go over to this.
Okay.
Oh, something's different here. Did I change something? Is it different now?
I didn't change anything.
I think it's definitely on my end. This is fine, I guess. All right. The next question here is, do you want your music to be a hobby or a career?
Oh, definitely a hobby.
Okay.
I mean, it has been for forever. So, I mean, that's kind of what I do.
Sure. That's fine.
I don't like to work, so I don't ever want to be forced to do it.
Understandable. That makes sense.
I also don't put out that many songs a year.
Fair enough.
So,
fair
and
enough.
there's a reason for that.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, not a career.
Cool. Fair enough. All right, and here's another good question, I think. When did you know you wanted to make music?
I mean, I would say I probably wanted to know pretty much since I was a little kid, I wanted to make music. I tried to take piano lessons when I was like 10, and that failed. And they didn't take. And I tried to play guitar once in my teens, and that didn't take. And when I say try, I didn't really try. I was like, oh, this isn't for me, like after an hour, and then just had an instrument lying around. But I was in the military, and then after I got out of the army, I decided I wanted to make music. Out of the Navy, I decided I wanted to make music. I was in 2 branches. Once I got out of the Navy, I was like, you know what? I want to make music. And then I actually made a go of it. Because I was having those angsty, I was like 20. I was having the angsty feelings. So, and music was a good outlet for it. And I got another guitar and I started playing it. And
nice.
Yeah, from there.
Yeah, of course, only the host. I wanted to have this interview. Appreciate the deep dive. I mean,
nice.
It was mostly James, thanks to James. But yeah.
I like that. I like that anybody wants to even hear it. That's cool. Thank you for being here and listening.
Yeah.
That's so neat. Yeah.
Sorry, I think I interrupted you.
I'm not. You didn't, but I was gonna say I'm a streamer, so obviously I like talking to people.
Yeah.
I appreciate the opportunity to hear that, to be on the other side of it.
No, yeah, I think that's awesome. Let's see. Who are your inspirations? We obviously know Ween is one of them, and Pink Floyd.
I was gonna say Pink Floyd's a pretty big one.
Yeah.
Ween, Pink Floyd, Kermit the Frog.
Based.
Let's see. Gosh, I don't know. The band Y, Yanni Wolf specifically, is a pretty big one. Wolf Parade, The Islands, who I'm interviewing their lead singer up soon. They're a huge inspiration on me for the past 20 years.
Wow. Wait, you're interviewing their lead singer?
Yeah, Nick Diamond's on the 19th on James Does What He Wants.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he agreed to be on my show. It's awesome.
How popular are they?
Anymore, I don't know. He's an indie band again, but he wasn't. He was a touring band. The Islands, the Unicorns, and Mr. Heavenly with bassist Michael Cera.
Wow. Okay.
And Joe Plummer from Modest Mouse and Honus from Man Man. We're all in the band Mr. Heavenly.
Oh God, Man Man. Holy shit. Okay.
Oh my God, Man Man's gonna be on the show.
Really?
Yes, he's finalizing a date in my email.
Yo, dude, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, that's another big influence on me.
I hear it. I mean, I have a friend of mine who's casually into Man, and I've listened to some Man stuff, and it's like, wow, okay, you've got connections. God damn. Okay. Cool.
I don't have connections. I just don't have like shame or fear.
Fair enough.
I'm like,
fair
hey,
enough.
I'm just like, hey, you don't know me. Will you be on my show? I was like, it's not big. It's probably not what you're used to. It'd be like 15, 20 people there. But, you know, and they're like, yeah, let's do it. You know? It's
Dude,
not,
that's awesome. I guess I need to be less fearless now. Okay, wow. More
fearless. If you take anything from this, be fearless. Because what's the worst you're going to do? Tell you no? I mean, who cares?
Yeah. Fair enough.
If they were to tell me no, I'd be like, all right, cool. Later. There's
Fair
probably
enough.
20 other people that want to do it.
Fair enough.
So,
fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Cool. I'll stay tuned for that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've also put feelers out to Arcade Fire, Ween, Wolf Parade, like many bands.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's see. I think I know the answer to this question just based on our conversations. But actually, hold on. Never mind. That's the question after this one. How did you come to find a community of other musicians?
By hanging out in other communities, I guess. Like I started hanging out. I started on the Only the Host show. You know, I started hanging out with the Indie Music Hunt like every Monday through Thursday. That became my thing. That's where I initially started feeling part of a community. Gotcha. And then I jumped on things like Spin It Up and Uggy Needs Backup, and you know, I just kind of in each one of these places I started, you know, connecting with people, you know, and hey, I didn't forget you, Abstract, if you're still here. Abstract, you know, that's where I met like you and stuff.
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
I was just community hopping like a butterfly, and you know, and kind of meeting people, and then that, I guess, when it came to building something of my own, it just kind of helped, like, you know, it's from everywhere. But that's kind of like we said earlier in the thing, that's kind of what I want with my streams, to be the entire, like, just a place for the entire community, not a, you know, it's just for us to appreciate art together.
Yeah, I like that for sure.
And I love all music genres, so that's why I go experience all the other music genres and go to all those different places.
Hell yeah. All right, cool.
So I didn't build a community. I was biting people from other communities.
Cool. I mean, you know, that's how a lot of communities start, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So this is the question where I kind of have a feeling I'll know the answer to based on our conversations, but I'll ask it anyway. Do you want to get signed or stay indie?
Oh, I want to stay indie.
Of course.
I don't have time for, I mean, what that truthfully is, like, when I was, you know, in my 20s, I probably would have said I would want to get signed, but I probably would have regretted it. And that's how I look at it in my older age. I'm like, oh my God, because we look at what happens to signed celebrities. Do they ever come out ahead? Most of the time, not. We see the ones that come out ahead, and even though, like, MC Hammer was at the top of the freaking game and he broke. Like, you don't it's not a key to being wealthy for the rest of your life. You know, you know what I'm saying? And if you can't make it a lifelong career, then it's really not worth signing.
Yeah, and
I can't make that commitment.
And it suffocates your creativity and invades your privacy, like all that other stuff we were talking about earlier.
So I'm telling you, at 48 years old right now, if they walked up and said, "Hey, do you want to be signed to this label?" I would say no.
Okay.
I can't do it, and Jason wouldn't do it either, because he just does not have, like, we have our lives. Can't do it.
Yeah. I was gonna ask how old you were, because I know you were significantly older than I am, but I wasn't sure if that was rude to ask. I'm glad.
It's not rude to ask. I am
cool.
48 years old.
48. Yes. Okay. All right. Good to know. Let's see. This is the last question in my list. Where do you aspire to be in the future?
Alaska.
Aren't you there already?
Are you talking about artistically?
Artistically, as an artist, as a creative, as a content creator.
So yeah, as a creator, I mean, I would like it. I mean, my aspirations would probably be, I would like to feel, I don't know, like I would just like to feel like it's always special. So I guess my aspirations is to, like, whether I'm doing streaming or whether I'm doing making songs or drawing pictures or making videos, I want it to just always, my aspiration is to always feel like I'm doing something special. I don't ever want to feel like I'm doing something worthless, you know, or not even worthless, but something that's just not necessary.
I understand.
Yeah. So my aspiration is to always feel like I'm doing something special, and that's good for my health. So that's why I choose that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But like, do you have any aspirations for like, this? Maybe you don't care, but like, in the future, where do you see yourself? Do you want to see yourself in a certain place that isn't here and now, where you're at? Or do you just not care, as long as you get to do what you love?
I mean, I don't care. I like what I have now. If it was less or more, I would still like it.
Okay.
Just as long as it doesn't exceed the ability to connect with the people. As we were speaking earlier, that's why I don't like big streamers. Anything I do, I want the ability to continue to connect at the level I am connecting at.
That is one of the benefits.
The other people.
That is one of the benefits. I guess specifically when it comes, especially, well, just in general, not just with streamers, but in general. I think I actually made a tweet about. I made a tweet about it, explicitly saying that joining popular streamers is overrated as hell. So I get it.
And so let's just make this into a simple clarification. I do not want to get bigger than the ability to connect.
Yeah. That makes sense. I like that.
Yeah.
Like on an interpersonal level, I guess.
Yeah, like we're doing, where I know who, like I like knowing every name I see, even if I don't know that person. Like I know them from the community saying a line, or I know a song from them or something. You want to You want to have the ability to get to know people. That's what I'm trying to say. I kept interrupting you there. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's actually a great way to phrase it. Yeah, I want the ability to get to know people. I don't ever want it to become too big to not get to know people, and I also don't want it to become too small that nobody's there, because then I'm not.
Yeah.
Then I'm not doing the same thing. If that were to happen, I would just go back to making, music and videos for fun, anyway. But
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, as far as my music and videos go, that are non-stream related, I mean, 0 streams is fine with me. I don't really care.
Fair enough. Yeah. Well, I guess that about does it for my line of questions. Thank you for coming on, James. This was very awesome.
Dude, thank you for having me. I agree. It was super awesome. I love, like I said, connecting with people. So, and that's anytime I interview someone or get interviewed, it's just that, and I love it. So thank you so much for having me on here, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
I interviewed you previously. I love talking to you. So it's super cool to have our second conversation.
Hell yeah.
For everybody to watch.
I know, right? It's so cool. It's so cool.
Watch us getting to know each other. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, totally. I'm looking forward to our collaboration as well. I know it'll be a while, but I'm looking forward to it.
It's called 4 question marks right now because I don't have a name.
I saw that. I remember seeing that on a tweet and being like, wait, what is that? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's because I'm slow. Hey, anybody out there that I collaborate with, I'm slow. Just ask Abstract or now Keegan. I'm so slow that the song gets forgotten sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can say goodbye now, so we can end off with ab quack noise, not abs.
Awesome, and that's cool. And the Chiefs are winning 10-7. So hey, just so you guys know.
Cool.
Just so you know, I'm not missing out on the Chiefs.
All right. So I'll let you go to the get to your game then.
Well, dude, this was so great. Yeah. Let's get together on stream again here real soon.
Absolutely. Let's absolutely do that. I'll see you next time. I'm not good at outros.
Either am I. That's why I had to redo my outro song. Bam. All right, let's go.
All right. So cool. So fucking awesome to have that interview. I'm going to quickly end here so we can have Abquack Noise send us off. Thank you guys for coming through. If you like it, please leave a like and subscribe. Follow me, and by all means, listen to James and his music. It's incredible. And I'll see you in the next stream. Peace.
The neighbor's dog said what? Point him out. If you're against happiness and have some hate to sputter, take your cat in his classless, callous, massless, micro over analysis, and go flock yourself, mother duckers.